I'm recording. Greetings, people of the Tarot. How are you doing this evening? Or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. This is Trio Tarot Tag by Brian Cormick Carr. So what tools, ouch, would I take with me? I just stepped on the cord to the light that I used to help the camera see in the dark. Didn't feel very good. Alrighty, so the 3 tarot tools. First tools is the decks that I have. And I was looking at this deck, and I'm pretty sure I paid $4 for it. Brand new. This is my Hansen Tarot, and it's pretty much Rider-Waite Smith. There's not, it's more, I picked this other than the Rider-Waite because I like the colors of it. I just liked it so much better. I really enjoy reading with this. I've had it quite a long time. I've shown this to you before. I think it's a mini deck, I guess I realize now, but it doesn't seem that mini to my hands. I will put it that way. And I just liked it, and of course, and then the back side is a nice Celtic drawing. You might see a theme here, and you can see it is edged in wear. That's all, just wear. So that's my lovely Hansen tarot deck. And next, but by no means least, is, drumroll please, the Druid Tarot. Everybody knows this deck. I just got this deck. I got it as a gift, and I just I'm in love with this deck. It's just absolutely speaks to me. It sings to me. I understand it even when I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm I suppose if I had trouble with a card, you could say that this deck I have no problem with. So that is my Druid Tarot. Oops, that's just the top of the box. I've been splitting my boxes up. All right, and everybody, I always think of somebody. She always goes, if you've been watching my channel 5 minutes, you know this. Everyday Witches Tarot. I just think it gives great readings. It is absolutely lovely. It is so whimsical. I love the kitties. I just love everything about this deck. And it always makes me giggle, even when but it can still give a nice kick in the tush deck. Also, and we'll put that away. And then, let's see. The next 3 things are books. Unfortunately, I only have 2 books to show you, but I will tell you about the other one. The other one. Anyway, so this is one of my first books I got, and it goes along with the Hansen Tarot. And so we were talking the other day about a 79th card. This is what it looked like that came in the Hansen Tarot, and it said to all believers. It's called the Unknowable card. So, but this was sold separately. I don't know if it came as a companion book. Chris, I really don't know. It may well have been, but it was just called Terrier Unveiled, The Method, The Magic by Laura G. Carlson. So this is kind of my go book too. It's very simple. The 7, you know, it has the reverse, suggested meaning, suggested advice, upright meaning, had your Celtic cross spread, your double Celtic cross spread, but I don't use any of the spreads in it. And this is one thing I have forgotten about, but it also has timing cards. That's something I had forgotten about. I could look into. The other book, I saw Jennifer. I watched Jennifer Balls, and I saw her bring out this deck. And I do believe this is a great deck to have, a great book to have, especially if you were working with animal decks. And this is Ted Andrews' Animal Speaks. As you can see, as I hope you can see, this is quite well dog-eared. I even have a page ripped out because I wanted to put I wanted to copy it, and it was easier to do it by ripping it out of the book. So as you can see, Ted Andrews' Animal Speaks. And I believe it's in this book. He also goes into numerology a little bit. I think it's this book. He talks about colors. He talks about symbology and things like that. It's really a really good book to have. Now, unfortunately, I have this book. I believe it's in my house somewhere, but I don't know exactly where it is in the house. But I may end up buying it again. It's online. There's a PDF online you can look up. It's called A Beginner's Guide to Constructing the Universe by John Mitchell. It's all about numbers and sacred geometry. Now, at the time I was reading this book, that book was gifted to me, so I'm pretty sure it's in my house somewhere. You know, it's probably under the bed or under the futon or somewhere, how, you know, it got tucked under something. But it talks about the monad, dyad, triad, tetrad, pentad, hexad, heptad, octad, enrad, and decad. It's all about sacred geometry and how everything started with the dot, then the circle, the vice of Passes, and then the triad. And then it goes on through to the number 10. And so when I got this book, it was gifted to me when I was with a group of people that were all about geomancy. And so they gifted me this book, and it has all about sacred geometry in it. And what I realized, I had an epiphany, was that, oh my gosh, this is the tarot. This fits in the tarot. And if you look at the tarot, the Fool is like the dot. The Magician is the circle. And it is so in there. The High Priestess is the Vice of Passes. And guess what? A lovely Mother Earth Goddess is the triangle. Now, it's more prevalent in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but this has the angle of her leg up to the top of her head. You can sort of see the triangle there. But where it really sticks out is in the Emperor card, because number 4 is a square. So think about that. So now I don't want to make this too long because nobody will want to listen to Heidi ramble. So the next 3 things were spreads. The spreads that I work with, and usually I do not like book spreads. For some reason, if it comes out of the book, I can't seem to work with it. So I kind of came up with my own, even though there are probably spreads like this out there. I know there are ones like this out there, but this is my primary spread that I work with. As if you've listened to my channel for 5 minutes, you know I read by the elements. So this is my element spread, 7-card spread. Center is south, not south. I put it in by mistake. Then we have east of air, and that's the way I lay it out. South of fire, west of water, north of earth. As below is the foundation of the issue, and as above is a message from spirit. And why I make my own spreads is because I can remember them easier, and they really help me out. So my next spread is one I just started working with, and I haven't worked with it too much, but I plan to try it in this way, and this will be for click readings. And that's just the basic air, fire, water, and earth. And then I heard somebody say you add up the numbers of the cards, of 4 cards, if you spread, and take one for the major arcana to give you like a querent card or the overall view of the message. And then I'm thinking of trying that as a spread. And the other spread is Tarot Alchemist Spread, which is a pip. She starts with, first is the major arcana, second is a court card, and then the pip. I've done that a couple of times, and that is really a nice spread. So I don't have that in my book yet, and it's easy to remember. So I think that's wild card, probably my reading cloth right here. Actually, I think I would really miss that, and I'd have to add to the cloth would probably be one of my crystals, at least one, maybe a couple. It would depend on, you know, if it was a quick getting out of the house. You know, would I want to carry all those crystals? But probably at least one of my crystals, because they really want to work with me right now. So, that is it. Hopefully the camera focused tonight. Like I said, she can be touchy because I dropped her a few times. I hope you enjoyed that. Over and out.